everybody, welcome. This is another power-up special. This is another part of my game collection. I've done Xbox, Wii, GameCube, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, Xbox, and now moving on to Oopie, my PlayStation collection. So, here we go. Okay, here are my... To make it easier on me, I took them out of there. Ooh, that's dusty. And I'll just go like this to make it easier. Well, here we go. Here's one of my first. Here's Final Fantasy Tactics. I haven't played this too much, but it's fun so far. I gotta learn how to save though. A light gun maximum force. This is a light gun shooter you'd play that was played in the arcades. I really enjoy it. Really fun. It has 2 players. Maximum force. Go ahead, pull the trigger. Ba-bam. Fun stuff. Fun stuff. Why look! It's Mega Man! On a side note, those of you watching this who like Mega Man, they're actually in the new Capcom crossover game, Street Fighter Cross Tekken. I think it's Street Fighter Cross Tekken. It could be Capcom. It could be Capcom Cross Tekken. I keep forgetting, but I think it's Street Fighter Cross Tekken. They have the old. They're having Mega Man in here, but not this Mega Man. But I go on a quick side note. Not this one. It is. Sorry to go. It's. Yes, this Mega Man. Imagine that. Pretty funny. It's on many different websites have it. But anyway, I'm divulging too far from the topic. But just let us know. But this is awesome too. Anyway, as you know, Mega Man 4 anyway. This is a good X series Mega Man. Of course, by the time this came out, the X series was starting to get a little bit stale. But I enjoy it. I haven't finished it yet, but I'll get around to it. And keeping on the Mega Man Legends. This was a different Mega Man. This was a there was like a 3D Mega Man. I kind of liken it to like the Legend of Zelda, where you explore mass caves and find items and all that fun stuff. And this, for me familiar with you, I did the review of the Dreamcast version of this game. This game was one of my first PS1 games. It was fun at first, but I like the Dreamcast version better. The controls feel better. They fixed all the problems this had. And basically, to finish this one, I had to use a game enhancement device to finish it, because the controls seemed broken and all that fun stuff. It was a good idea, but Dreamcast did it better. Anyway, and here's another light gun shooter, Point Blank 3. Of course, I gotta love the box art, the quote on the back. Parties and guns do mix. Really? That means I should go to a party and bring a gun with me and start shooting? I don't know, Namco. I don't know. Sounds pretty fishy to me, sir. But hey, this is a fun little light gun game, though. By the way. Hey, look, it's SmackDown 2. Well, this was all right, but I prefer the N64 wrestlers developed by AKI better. This company, right? Where is that? The company that made this, I think its name is Ukes. I think it's Ukes. Who eventually produced all of the Nintendo and the PlayStation and the current WWE games. But back in the day of the PlayStation 1 and the N64, they had AKI developed the wrestling games from the WWE for the N64, and Ukes did the SmackDowns for the rest of the WWE games for the PlayStation. But to me, the WWE games on the N64 were much better controlled and much better even though the polygon count was a little low, but I prefer the over this one. This is not too bad, but N64 game, the N64 version is way better. Of course, the N64 one is called WWE No Mercy, or back then, WWF No Mercy. I should just pick that up too. Knockout Kings 2000. I haven't played this too much. It was about $5 on clearance at Target a while ago. It was cool to get a boxing game. I'm not too good at them, but I thought it was cool. I picked it up. Good to buy. It's always good. I gotta have a couple of boxing games in my collection. Wouldn't be much of a gamer if I didn't. And here we go, another light gun shooter. Time Crisis Project Titan. Actually, this came out after this next game in my collection, which is this one. But I'll get to that in a second. I'll get to that in a second. But this one came after Time Crisis, but it was still a very enjoyable light gun shooter, and it was cool because it had this innovative multi-hiding feature. And that was mainly for the boss. So when you fought a boss, you could shoot an arrow on like each side of the screen would change your position to get a better vantage point on the boss you were fighting. Very good, very enjoyable light gun shooter. And as I was just saying, this too came before. This actually, unlike this one, Time Crisis Project Titan was an original Time Crisis game made for the PlayStation. Because I believe from what I heard, the Time Crisis 2 and 3, the sequel, Time Crisis, let's see here. Time Crisis 2 here was, Time Crisis 2 right there, was couldn't be put on the PlayStation 1. It was not as, the PlayStation 2 was a more powerful piece of hardware for that. But at least the PlayStation 1 got the first Time Crisis, which is very enjoyable. I still enjoy it otherwise. In fact, I've been enjoying all of the Time Crisis games. Are very enjoyable. Good stuff. Oh, by the way, most of these games for the PlayStation, these Namco games, came with the gun con. But the game, even though I have a lot of gun cons, one of my gun cons, or my light guns that came with this, was chewed up by one of my friend's dogs. Stupid dog. So cute, but I guess I should have been more careful as well. But, life goes on. And wow, here's another light gun shooter. I have a lot of these, don't I? But hey, I love light gun shooters. But this one's not bad. Area 51. This is another one I do remember playing in the arcade. Basically, you're fighting your Area 51, trying to, let's see here, as a soldier in the elite Star Forces, your assignment is to penetrate alien forces at Area 51 and eliminate the threat of the deadly alien infection that is spread throughout the base. And to really put it on, the fate of humanity hangs in the balance. Dun dun dun! Anyway, good game. Hey look, it's the Tony Hawk game when it was good, and not this other crap they put out nowadays. Yes, I love this is the game. This is much better. This is very enjoyable. Very enjoyable Tony Hawk game back when the franchise was good. But anyway, I like it. It's fun. I think I even made a Canadian had a creative park too, which I made. Fun stuff. Hey look, it's Crash! Fun game, fun platformer. I think I beat this. I think I did finish it. Good stuff. As well, looks good. Hot Shots Golf. Very enjoyable as well. This was made by Camelot, who eventually made the Mario Golf and Mario Tennis games for Nintendo, as well as the Golden Sun games for the Game Boy Advance and Nintendo DS as well. And also, even though Camelot didn't make they do have had sequels to this on PSP and PS2 and PS3, and the soon to be get out Vita. But I just had the first one on the PS1. They did make a sequel. They do a sequel. They do have a sequel on this one, but I didn't get it. Oh well. But it's still fun. But I like this one. This one's fun. Finish him. No, I apologize. I'm sorry. This is fun. I like this. This is good old Mortal Kombat. This is interesting because unlike the N64 version, this one was cool because it had, as you can see here, the 4 bosses from the Mortal Kombat games the four bosses from the games, including Goro, Kintaro, and Motaro, and Shao Kahn, were playable even in the single-player campaign. So if you're getting your butt kicked by somebody, you could just be like Motaro and take them to school and win. Good stuff. By the way, also of note, this one, unlike the N64 version, there are two different Sub-Zero characters. So there are two different, instead of just having one Super Sub-Zero as the N64 version had, but still worth picking up. Good stuff. And as I like sim games, Sim Theme Park. This was fun. I really enjoy this. It's good. It's fun to make your own theme park. It's kind of fun. Good stuff. And look, it's another Mega Man game. This also came out for the Saturn, but I didn't have a Saturn at the time, so I had this one, and this one's fun. Mega Man 8 is this continues the classic Mega Man line with Dr. Wily, Rush, Dr. Light. Good stuff. Good stuff. Although the voice acting could be a lot better, though. This other Ruth. And here's another one. Here's Cool Borders 3. This I got. This one's not. I'm not a big snowboarder, but it looked cool. One of my family members had it, and it looked cool. It's neat, but yeah. I guess that's all I got to say for this one. Hey, it's Spider-Man! That was $9 too. But yeah, this is also not to be confused with the Spider-Man movies and the one that will come out soon. This was actually a very good comic book adaptation of the Spider-Man. I mean, I should say not a comic, but a very good video game adaptation of the Spider-Man character. Very fun. This is also out on Dreamcast and N64 as well. But I got the PS1 one because that's all I can find. But it's fun, very fun. Now this one I haven't played as much. I get kind of lost very quickly. But I thought I'd pick it up. It looked neat. I wanted to see what this whole Tomb Raider thing was about back in the day. And look, it's Lara Croft in her underwear. Get some clothes on, you. But yeah, good stuff. And this next one I'm excited about. This one is one of my favorite light gun shooters. And it's Shiny 2 Elemental Gear Bolt. This is kind of like an RPG shooter of sorts. But it's cool because the soundtrack is amazing. If you have not bought this game, and if you have a PS1 and a TV that supports can support light gun, that, please get this. You will not be disappointed. The soundtrack is amazing. The action is awesome. Just an all-around cool game. Okay. Here's another Medal of Honor Underground. This I have the first Medal of Honor, so I'll probably get to it in a little bit, but I thought it was cool. Germans invaded your country, so your leaders surrendered and some are now collaborating with the enemy. How dare they collaborate? They should be shot. But anyway, fun game. And look, it's Abe! In fact, it's Oddworld Abe's Exodus. Good platformer. Very fun. And here's it's the more Namco fun, the Namco Museum, with Pac-Man, Galaga, Pole Position, and other stuff. But yeah, not bad. Not too bad at all. Here is the first Medal of Honor. And this I bought. This is kind of like, I kind of call this the golden eye of the PlayStation. Although the multiplayer wasn't 4 player, it only had 2 players. But the single player mode is very good. And I believe online another person called the Gaming Historian, if you haven't looked at its site, he did a cool little history. He did a little piece on the history of this game, being it's based on World War II as well. He did a really good piece. So after you watch this special, go give his thing a try. Go give his site a try. I think it's gaminghistorian.com, I think. It's also on Retro TV as well. But please, fun game. This is fun. So anyway, and of course, have you played Atari today? Yeah, I sure have. Anyway, this is fun too. This was only this was cool. This was only $4 at a game store I went to, and yeah, for $4 I got this is at about $1 a game. Although I guess this was $30 back in the day. But it only cost me $4. I bet this only was like 2 or 3 cents a game for me, which is more of a deal. But yeah, it's got, let's see, boxing, freeway, river raid, and let's see here, what else? Looking, and pitfall. You get a little pitfall, but yeah, good stuff. And then here we go. I think we're getting into some RPGs now. Here's Chrono Cross that I picked up. Very good. I enjoy this. And the sticker, it cost me, I see it cost me $19.99. But yeah, but I like this. This is not too bad so far. But good stuff. I enjoy it. Speaking of Chrono, hey look, it's Chrono Trigger. Look at that in Final Fantasy IV. Or Final Fantasy II for older gamers who have a Super Nintendo. Yeah, this is fun too. This is enjoyable. And speaking of RPGs, how about making your own RPG? How about that? Meet your maker. Nice. And this one I haven't played nearly as much as I should. Some good old Brave Fighter. I think it's. Let's see here. Give me a second. Brave Fencer Musashi. It's a fun little action. This is a fun game, really. Action RPG. Yep. Fun stuff. Moving on. Here's some good old Gran Turismo 2. I thought this game was pretty cool. A little enjoyable racing game. Very enjoyable. So yeah. So I can't really say too much about it. I haven't played this in a while, so I can't say too much about it. But it's fun. Not too shabby. And now here we go. Why look, it's the original Point Blank. This one I got at Funko Land back in the day. And they didn't have a case for it. It was disc only, but it's also an enjoyable light gun shooter. This is also an enjoyable light gun shooter as well. It's a shooting, and like it's Point Blank 3, it was a shoot. It was more of a shooting gallery light gun shooter. It was like shoot these ducks, these number of ducks for a time run out, or protect these people from ghosts, or just silly challenges like that. And this one is cool because it had a adventure mode, so like which is kind of neat. It's hard to explain it. It's better to experience it yourself. But good stuff, very fun. And here's, speaking of old schoolness, here's some Atari. They're all here. Asteroids, Pong, Missile Command, Battle Zone, Centipede, and all that good. Look at that. Look at all that awesomeness. Have you played Atari today? Okay, and finally, well, here's, why look at this. It's Final Fantasy VII. I'm glad I picked up, even though this is the only Final Fantasy game I've ever finished. Wow, that's saying a lot. But I am trying to finish my other one. I added a couple more, which you'll see in a second. But I enjoy it. And I thought this was an enjoyable system and not bad. I know a lot of these younger gamers say this was their entry point into RPG gaming. But, oh well, I like it. It's alright. Good stuff. And finally, speaking of Final Fantasy, here's the Final Fantasy VIII. I just thought I'd get this too, just to see what it was all about. And I should try to play this one too a little bit. I'm eager to play this. And, anyway, and finally, Final Fantasy IX, which rounds out the Final Fantasy disc-based games on, I should say the original ones, not counting Final Fantasy, I think, 4 on the Chronicles and the Origins games. This is, yeah, well, you get the point. Well, anyway, this is Final Fantasy IX, and I thought, so this, all of the main Final Fantasies that were originally came out for the PlayStation. So, yeah. Well, that's my collection. Again, thank you so much for watching, and be sure to visit my friends at Level Up Games. It'll be in the credits scene, but anyway, thank you for watching. I gotta put all these games back now, but again, as I'm repeating myself again, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for another episode of Power Up.